What's up, y'all? JK Friar Piper here. Missed you guys. Tonight I'm smoking Frog Morton on the town for the first time. First impressions out of the tin, very sweet, smoky, nutty, hints of vanilla. What else? Kind of almost like a barbecue. Smoke's pretty easy, but I will say this is the first tobacco that has actually pissed me off. It's pretty moist out of the tin, so it is kind of tough to stay lit. Pretty windy on my patio also. Doesn't help that I got up at 4 in the morning, worked till about 5 in the afternoon, finished a paper, so I'm beat. As you can tell by my beard, looking a little scraggly. Face is looking beat up too. Frog in the town, you're dealing with some Latakia, Orientals, some Virginias. But once you get a nice little cherry in there, you start actually picking up more of the spiciness. No kick or bite at the beginning, but once you get it going, you'll start feeling a little bit of the kick, but it's mild. Nothing to worry about. I am excited about a couple purchases I've made. I have Pirate Cake on its way, and I have Haunted Bookshop on its way. Kind of a little scared of Haunted Bookshop. Some of the reviewers have mentioned how you can kick your butt, sneak up on you, kick your ass, pretty much. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Man, I wouldn't say interesting things happening in the news recently, but it was kind of sad to hear the news of what's his name, Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park, passing away. We used to listen to that band. Interesting news happening in Spaceland. Apparently, August 21st, Earth, Sun, Moon are supposed to be in alignment. So it's supposed to be the true solar eclipse. It's supposed to see the sun in its totality for the first time in like 100 years or something like that. I mean, I'm in San Diego, so we will see a little bit of darkness, but it's supposed to begin in Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, make its way towards the Midwest, and then I guess enter the Atlantic around in North Carolina, I believe. So if you live along that stretch, man, you're in for a treat. But it is funny though. There's a lot of talk of doomsday preppers out again. Like the year 2000, remember that? Supposed to lose power, all the grid's supposed to go down, all computers were supposed to shut down. Remember that crap? Man, entertaining to say the least. And then you had 2012 with the Mayans calendar expiring. That was another big fail. But going back to Haunted Bookshop, it actually made me want to pick up some classics, have something ready to read, I'm going to pick that bad boy up, because it sounds like that's one of those tobaccos I'm going to have to take my time and, sit for a long time. Started watching Game of Thrones. I picked up the book. The book was just, kind of tough to follow. Too many damn kingdoms, crazy names. That's not my genre, but didn't stop me from attempting to watch the series. So I finally got through series one. Pretty good so far. Did help me tie in, some of the names and the kingdoms, more of the plot easy, together. So it definitely helped to, follow up the book up with the season one. So that's kind of my plan. Read more of the book. Put a nice dent into the book. That way I can, follow season two. Just, kind of put more pieces of the puzzle together. It's actually kind of fun starting to see how the story, unfolds in a way. It's a pretty good smoke. You definitely smell the vinegary. The vinegar, it's like barbecue. Got the meerschaum. I will say though, you will have a tough time keeping this thing lit right out of the tin, or at least my batch. But if you haven't tried Frog Morton, or if you have and you haven't tried On the Town, give it a shot, man. It's pretty easy, smooth. Definitely make this an all dayer. I guess the only tin in my collection that I haven't smoked yet is the Stave 35. I have a Savinelli unfinished billiard pipe that I think I'm going to break in with that one. But yeah, another thing. Well, I guess something that I do think about a lot when as I've been getting on this pipe smoking journey, is that everyone's tastes will differ, right? Um, just because someone says not to try it or it's horrible doesn't mean you shouldn't give it a chance. It's like the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? I have a feeling that's what it may be on this journey. But I definitely needed this smoke. Again, my day was hellishly long. Was able to write my paper out shortly after that for school. Submitted a few discussions. Just gotta embrace the grind. Can't give up. You think about the finish line, makes it harder for you to stay on track, right? Because you just want that instant gratification. But follow the course. It's like the perils of being a Padre fan. Will we ever make it to the World Series in the next 5 years? Probably not. The team is definitely working hard to put together the farm system and bring some of these guys up, but I am a man of faith. We shall see. But them Dodgers, man, those Dodgers are hot. Have you guys been paying attention to the MLB West right now, the National League West? And you got the Stros out in the American League doing their thing. I don't know. It's got me thinking, should the Padres go to the American League? Because the moment the Astros did that, they started kicking some butt, man. They're getting their asses handed to them when they were in the National League South. Or Central, excuse me. But yeah, again, the smoke for tonight is the Frog Morton on the town. Very mild smoke. As you get down to half bowl, you start tasting more of the Periques, the Orientals. Sorry, I meant Orientals, not Periques. I'm new. But it almost kind of gives off like a incense kind of smell, like you're smoking hookah. It's not bad. But looks like that's the end of my smoke, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all had a great week, and hope you all started it strong. Here's to putting in some more work. I have an adventure happen on Saturday night. I'll be back in Tijuana having some fun with my cousins from Los Angeles, so hopefully I'll have some good stories to tell. But till then, happy sipping. JK Friar Piper out. Have a good night.